You know what it is, man. The Live is Cloud radio show on the planet, man. Straight from the E-Block Radio. Presenting Off the Block, man. You know what it is exclusive interviews. And right now, man, I got an entrepreneur, a frat brother, a father, a husband now and shit, and a dope-ass real estate agent, man, in the building right now. I got my man Marv McFly, dog, in the building. What up, Marv?
What's going on, people? What's going on, man? It's your favorite guy, you know.
For sure. Now, look, before we get into the, for real, like all of the shit we talked about before the interview, Marv McFly, dog, where did that shit come from?
Well, I mean, for y'all don't know me, I used to be a stand-up comedian.
For sure.
So
came on and checked you out a couple times.
Yeah, I got on stage. I was looking for a name that fit, and I was like Marv, and then everybody knew McFly from Marty McFly from Back to the Future. So Marv McFly came up, perfect stage name, and it just if you don't know me long enough, you think that's my
real name. Yeah, a lot of people thought it was your name.
People still think it's my government name. So it fits though.
Yeah, it do fit though. How was that though? How was stand-up comedy though?
Man, I love it,
that shit seems like it's tough.
You know the hardest thing about stand-up comedy? I think you got to be in a dark place in the beginning.
I heard that though, because a lot of people say they come from.
When I was doing stand-up, I was broke as. I didn't know how I was gonna survive. This shit was going on wrong in life, and it's easy to be on because you can take your pain and make it a joke. When you live in life great, that's why I admire the comedians who make it to the top and stay funny. Yeah. It's hard. That's why you see Eddie Murphy don't do jokes no more. Yeah, because it ain't nothing funny no more. Like, yo, I'm really out here living great.
Right. So it ain't really shit to talk about.
So, right. You know, and it takes, when you start out, it takes a lot. Like, and plus, it's the ultimate one-man battle.
It is.
Like, you're battling yourself in a crowd, and there's no assistance.
Right, for real.
You either sing or swim on stage. So,
so what made you get out of it?
Really, man, I got a little better in life.
Yeah. So, didn't have shit to say.
I had to go. I got a job. I had to start going to work in the morning. Yeah. I got still, like, I miss the stage. I miss being funny. And if you know me, I've been silly forever. I miss the stage.
And serious.
Yeah. I miss crowds. I've always been, whether when I was younger, in high school, just being silly in school, college, being in the frat, being on stage, comedian. I try to act from time to time. I like entertaining people more than the music. I like entertaining people.
Right. Entertainment and creativity, I think those are two things where it make it damn near impossible to do a 9 to 5. So you gotta holler at me about that, because I know you self-proclaimed serial entrepreneur and shit, right?
Yeah.
So
man.
like what? How do you hone that creativity into like somebody who or who's afraid to jump out into entrepreneurship? Like, if you doing a 9 to 5, what happens to that creativity? Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, my square job, dog, completely kills my creativity, bro.
You bundle up and die.
For real, I mean, that's really exactly what happened, dog.
I mean, literally, I've been starting business. I've been 9 years old. Yeah. I don't come from a family of entrepreneurs like that. Mm-hmm. It's very hard for me to tell me things.
Yeah. You just don't want to hear that shit.
I like to tell people I'm a real life example when keeping it real goes wrong. All the time. Like, you can't be at my job and be like, Marvin, get back to your desk. I'll be like, yo, guy, I'll stand up. I'm a big guy. Yeah. So I stand up and your tone lowers. I'm like, dude, don't talk. Like, I'm not going to go crazy because I know I got a family to feed and I have a job. But what you're not going to do is talk to me like that. You need to lower it. Yeah. Hey, Marv, could you get back to your seat?
Right.
You know, Marv, hey, the phone's ringing. Like that. But you're not going to raise it. And I'm prime example of, yo, you can't talk to me any type of way. I'm just not for that shit, regardless. From even when I was a little kid, my father would say shit and tell me to shut up, and I'd be like, no. I get my butt whooped.
You've been rebellious from day one.
Yeah, dog. I gotta do me. I'm just sink or swim. I don't say you can't be afraid. You gotta believe in you more than you believe in your corporate. Because whether you know it or not, die tomorrow, your seat will be filled.
For sure. And another thing that I tell people too about corporate America is like, shit, your company can close just as quick as your business can fail.
That's pushed me over the edge.
You can go to work and have the chains on the door, like, what the fuck?
Well, so that's what that's pushed me into my adult last 6 years.
Yeah.
I was selling insurance. I ain't gonna say the company. What fuck? They closed. My insurance expert, and we had a big party on Friday. They was giving out money. Bam, bam. We get to work Monday. They're like, all right, y'all, clean up y'all desk. We're closing.
No, I remember because I was gonna work there. Yeah. I took the insurance thing and everything. Yeah.
Yo, we're closed. Like what? Yeah. Close your desk. This is just wrap. We just had a big party. Like, and for me, that was the last thing I said. I wasn't gonna let anybody dictate how I feed myself.
Yeah, cause I mean that's basically what happened. Just like them thousands of people at GM, you know what I'm saying? Just lost their jobs, and like these corporations go keep moving. And like you said, the seat go get filled whether you're there or not. And they get rid of people left and right because at the end of the day, I mean, as much as you want to be mad about, you know, capitalism and shit, it's profits. And this is what we asked for. Like somewhere
they can replace you.
Yeah.
But that's
they gonna replace you.
Like I don't get mad. Like they talk about how Amazon, I know everybody been seeing the Amazon paid no taxes on $11.2 billion.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hey,
shit.
Listen, I'm not mad.
Right.
They created hundreds of thousands of jobs.
They did.
Y'all buy shit from them every day.
Dog, hella convenient.
Listen, dog, if you was Jeff Bezos,
right,
and if you Tom Johnson, and you can get out of paying taxes,
right,
you could.
Who wouldn't?
But most people don't know is that the average American worker is the highest tax class in America,
right,
because the government only sees you as a consumer.
Yeah.
So you're not producing any goods, you're not getting any food, you're not creating any jobs. Yeah. You're only a consumer, so I have to tax you more. I won't tax a company because they're producing jobs or food.
Because they provide.
They provide. Okay. But if you ain't providing, I'm taxing you the most.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense now.
That's how it works.
Damn.
People get
you just broke down 20 years of politics in like 2 seconds. I get it now. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's how it works. So people get mad. Why? Start a business.
I was gonna say and that's the same thing I say about and this is I wanted to segue into this shit, but I'm gonna kind of use it right there. This is my same kind of idea about gentrification and shit, at least in Detroit. Is I think that we gotta start doing less complaining and figure out our position in that shit.
Gentrification is a lie.
What you mean?
I know everybody be like, no, they coming in, they taking the black poor neighborhoods. Woe is Marvin, you're crazy. MAGA.
I mean, he's a MAGA.
But let's be real, right? So, I'm a native Detroiter. I live here all of my childhood, and I live in the suburb of the city now. For instance, right now in Detroit, there are people of opportunities, and it's just that we're not taking them. If you're like, well, I don't know. Literally, if you go on Facebook, I can show you events where the city of Detroit. Because if you go to their Facebook page and Jussie Smollett's or whoever,
oh shit,
you will find the information.
Yeah.
Like for instance, right now in the worst part of Detroit, they got what's called the opportunity zones.
Okay.
You go buy land, the houses, and fix it up. You don't have to pay taxes or capital gains.
Yeah.
Or if you've been living in Detroit and you got a house, like for instance, the house you live in, you've been living in Detroit your whole life. Detroit is giving a 0% repair loan. That after 10 years, that's forgivable.
What?
To fix your roof. Take lead out the paint.
So why we don't know nothing about that shit?
Because I don't know why they advertise it. They advertise it, but no, how dare you make me come get free money and fill out paperwork and sit through an information session?
Yeah.
But there's no reason if you own a house.
So that shit exists right now?
Right now, you
0% loan.
0% loan, not based on your income.
Yeah.
That's forgiven after 10 years if you make your payment.
Yeah.
And that's to fix your roof, your plumbing.
All kind of shit that need fixing.
You just got to go get it.
What?
And they're like, look, this program I think been going on for 6 years. They've given out 400 loans.
Yeah. Cause don't nobody know.
Don't nobody go. No, they don't. I'm gonna go do it and never do it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But they're just not doing it.
But you would take out a loan for anything else though, quickly. A loan that ain't even beneficial to you for real.
Oh, but these are like, where you get this? Hey, dog.
0%.
$10,000. Just give me $10,000
back, right? And fix your shit. Like what?
Now, because not only you ain't gotta pay no, you can fix your house. Now your house is worth more. Now you're fixing your bad neighborhood.
Right.
But you're afraid that every investor like me and others who come in and buy the house next door to you, that's crappy that you let your cousins and them come in and take the furnace and all that.
You said your cousin.
Now I come in, I put $10,000 or $15,000 to the house, and now I'm gentrifying the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Because I gotta charge I know you pay $600 for rent, but I'm charging $900 because my house nice as shit. I need to get my return, baby.
Exactly, for real.
So
now, if you just purchased a house, like if you just bought one of these cribs, like you still can get that loan.
As long as you're the homeowner, there. Yeah.
Word. Damn. So that's got to be good for real estate too, then.
Here's my thing: is you can't say your neighborhood is shitty when you're not doing anything to improve it.
That's true.
At least when we were kids, you couldn't walk on your neighbor. Your mama would stop you from walking on your neighbor or throwing a chip bag or. Yo, lead them or cut that Miss Johnson's grass or I'm cutting my grass. I know the lady next to me 85.
Yeah, go cut her shit.
I can take 20 minutes and cut her grass.
Yeah.
But we can't neighborhood settle when we not doing anything to improve it.
Well, I think too because the community has changed though. Like the community got so many like renters and shit. Like nobody is growing up in a neighborhood.
Oh, well, that's not our fault though. That's America. Like it's changed because we're now. There's no more staying in a job for 20, 30 years and retiring.
Dog, that shit is obsolete.
Like,
almost.
just by the fact they tell you if you're not changing jobs every 2 years, you're losing money. Because you're not getting cost of living increases and things like that.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. But then, don't get mad then that Bob Johnson Incorporated comes in and buy 13 houses in your neighborhood and then Becky Sue and them move in.
Yeah.
Because they really helping you if you don't. But if you don't never own anything.
Then,
Or the lot next door to you been empty for 10 years, you can battle if the house if the lot is left, right, front, or back of you. You can buy a lot for $100.
Yeah.
$100.
Right.
Won't you buy a lot and pay your house paid for? Go get a loan and build a house next door. Move next door, rent your house out. We got to start creating wealth better ways and crime victims.
Damn, that's a good. So you writing a book, right?
I wrote one book.
Right, I know about the one. You writing this next book, right?
I need to. I need to get to it, but
because it sounds like you got a lot of knowledge, bro.
I'm about to just start doing a weekly video on my pages.
For sure.
To kind of giving people these information, and I also do consultations.
Okay.
I do a 20-minute consultation for $75.
Yeah.
I know people are, that's expensive, but hey, you can go get it. It's all out there for free though.
Yeah.
If you want me to curate it for you,
right?
Because that's what we are. We in a curated society.
You're right.
If you want me to
all the information's there.
If you want me to curate it for you, we're gonna do $75 for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if anybody call me and refer you, I'll give it to you for $50 for 20 minutes.
Word. All right, y'all heard it here.
That's for 30 days.
30 days. 30 days, okay.
You call and say E-Block,
or
whoever, I'll give you 20 minutes for $50.
Yeah.
I'll have them put my number and information in the notes for y'all.
No, but so with that being said, if we were to like take advantage of shit like that, for example, like in a neighborhood that's got 5 or 6 houses on the block, like it's about 5 or 6. Like, so everybody who was actually homeowners did take advantage of something like that, we would legitimately be buying our block back.
Yes.
And when you're doing shit like that, it gives you a little bit more leverage. But at the same time, I still feel like gentrification is a real thing, though. Like, even by doing that, you can still get pushed out if you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, you take it. You take the buyout.
What is this? It's sort of the same thing.
Nah, dog. Push out is if I own my house.
Yeah.
And say my house is worth $20,000.
Okay.
You come in and offer me $60,000.
Yeah.
I'm taking the $60,000.
Yeah. Because
I didn't gentrify you. You took the money.
Yeah.
At some point, we got to start asking ourselves: is it really money over everything?
Right. It's not really though. I mean, in a capitalistic society, it is.
No, it's not. Ownership, dog. Also, we live that way, but think about it. I can take $60,000 now, or I can say no. Let you fix my neighborhood, and now I'm worth $100,000.
Yeah.
We got to stop thinking about tomorrow.
Now. Yeah.
Think about take Illich in the Red Wings. He started buying land for the new Red Wings that was 1993 on the shell companies.
Damn.
He
See,
thought
we don't think that far ahead.
years down.
We don't think that far
So
ahead.
when you buy that house on that block, on that block with 5 houses,
yeah.
start buying up the line. Take Brightmoor. Empty now, right?
Yeah.
Pulte Homes, big housing company, they came through and tore down all that shit for the city for free.
Yeah.
I guarantee, by Brightmoor being so close to Redford,
yeah.
in the next 5 years or so, we're going to start seeing nice homes start popping up. It's too much empty land to be that close to a suburb. And now, if there's no houses, there's no crime.
Right. So now they can sell that for
now, little Bobby, who grew up over there, this is my neighborhood. No, dog.
Like, no more.
No, that's Katie who growing the tomatoes.
Katie,
That's her neighborhood now.
Yeah.
Because You thought about pushing on the block, hustling on the block, but you ain't buy shit on the block.
Right.
So I guess they come in, but if you say gentrification is a bad thing, if we won't fix up the neighborhoods, how's the neighborhood supposed to get fixed?
Yeah. Now, when I won't say necessarily a bad thing, but it's just in some. I started thinking back to the old shit, like Paradise Valley and Black Bottom shit. Where,
that's a whole different. That's genocide and murder and robbing the wealth.
It's still gentrification, though.
No, because
it's not the same.
They didn't have an opportunity.
Yeah.
City said we're gonna make eminent domain and put a freeway here.
Right.
You can't fight eminent domain. You
Right.
can, but you're going to lose.
You're gonna lose, yeah.
But
that ain't the same as
like for instance, right here on the city airport,
Uh-huh.
they're talking about turning that to an EDM museum and club and raceway.
Oh, okay.
So if you got
raceway probably could be profitable.
Yeah, if you thinking about owning property, buy it here.
You need to be buying that shit out right now. Yeah.
But you might have to wait 10 years.
Yeah, and that's what scares people. Why does that scare us though? Why does the 10-year game scare us?
Because we never taught to look past tomorrow. Well, you know what? We're taught to survive. Survive is the bottom basic form of living.
The bare minimum, right?
Like, yo, I just need to get a little bit of water. I just need to get 3 beans.
Yeah. Where did that shit come from though? Our parents? Like our generations before us?
Dog,
because they didn't used to think like that, I don't think.
They did. Think about it, dog. People think we're so far behind as a people.
We not?
Dog, we're not. Compared to where we could have been. Think about it.
Yeah.
Realistically, our grandparents went to segregated schools.
Right.
So I look at it in the
if they went to school at all.
Yeah, I look at the timeline like this, right?
Uh-huh.
Our grandparents were just started allowed to get some bull crap jobs.
Yeah.
Our parents got to the factory, which gave a lot of us
gave us life.
Good life.
Hell yeah, gave us life.
Our generation is the first generation that's starting to see money.
Yeah.
And now we should be bringing our kids up. That's why you see when you see like, I hate to always go to celebrity or you look at tycoons of business, their kids are socialized now because they came with money.
Yeah. To
really only be free for 50, 60 years.
It's kind of all right.
Overall,
it's kind of all right, yeah.
You know, we're 400-500 years behind, and it's going to take some time, people.
Yeah.
But mainly, dog, we got to just do better. We got to do better. We can't say that our neighborhoods are getting bought up and taken and we won't. Right. Or we always expect, I always say this, we expect athletes or entertainers to go away and come back and support their neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
We don't ask doctors. We don't ask lawyers, engineers, managers of call centers. They don't supposed to come back.
Managers of call centers need all the love.
But I'm saying, it's a success point that's attainable.
Yeah.
Even though those levels are attainable, but if I want Michael Jordan to come back, I need to ask Ronnie Thompson, who the manager of the AT&T call center, and say,
right.
Look, dog, I'm not Michael Jordan, but I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah.
I'm all right.
Well, look, now that you say that, though, I just want to pull out something you just said there. Like, how do we gauge success? How do we gauge success?
It's everybody personal.
Everybody's personal?
I want to make $1 billion every 20 minutes.
Yeah. Is it going to happen?
Yes, it will, maybe. But I've been 6 years on my own. I call it outside the metrics. Lights on, gas on.
That's success.
I want to do better.
Yeah.
But I really would like to make a couple $1 million. Let's not get wrong.
Oh no, I feel you on
that. But it's all defined, really, man. We gotta stop looking at a dollar amount and what kind of makes you happy, man. Like, where are you comfortable at?
Right.
And that could change every few years for you, but you have to get to those points. And I think the overall key to happiness, get rid of debt.
Dog.
You ain't gotta make a ton of money.
If you ain't got no debt, you good. Right.
You got no bills.
No, I swear to God, you're right. You're right.
You make $40,000 a year and got no bills.
You good. You good. Because you can make millions and millions, but if you got millions and millions of debt, what difference does it make?
That's why NBA players go broke.
Still broke.
NFL players go broke.
Yeah.
I've been on this thing where I'm trying to get I got like 4 credit cards left to get paid off, and then I think I take student loans like the U.S. debt. I'm never getting rid of that shit.
Dog.
But
damn student loans. Anyway.
But there's no reason for me to carry around consumer debt.
Yeah.
It's just it's literally $100 here, $100. That's killing me.
It's killing you, yeah, for sure.
You know.
Let me ask you about that too, though. Just about because we was talking about student loan debt, and I say this shit on my show a lot, and I know that kids don't watch my show, but it's some people with kids that watch my show, and probably I don't really know no other way to say this shit. I don't respect the idea of school. I did that shit. I got a degree. I'm good with it, but where do you stand on that? Like, how important to you is like higher education, like paying a
college?
Yeah,
college should be specialized education. You have to go, like you have to, like, you know, maybe an engineer or not. Like, really, we just bring back apprenticeships. Yeah, you can learn everything, but some things I get it. Like, your student debt should be attached to your profession, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm going to school to be a teacher, I don't can make $40,000. Don't you dare let me get $50,000, $80,000, $90,000.
$90,000 in debt.
Flat out.
A $40,000 job.
Flat out.
And you know that's all I'm gonna make.
So I'm a firm believer in that. School is for some, but not for everybody. Like you, I got a degree. I'm a teacher by degree. Yeah. I taught school for a year. I figured out how horrible it was.
Right.
I love the kids. I hate the parents. I hate the administration. I don't think school wants our kids to win. Yeah. And I say our kids, I mean everybody's. Yeah. I don't think, especially in public school system, for our kids to win. Yeah. But part of that though,
it's set up for us to be factory workers. Like you said.
Partially though, when you in a neighborhood with a really bad school, go up there and look at the parent participation.
Oh, it's probably zero.
Yeah. I can't expect you to do right by mine when I'm not there to make sure you're doing right. Yeah. Because it's different. You're gonna treat my kid different if I'm up there every so often. I'm helping. You're gonna give my kids benefit of the doubts and things like that. So we gotta stop looking at all the problems other people create for us. Right. Which is a lot.
It's a lot. But we create some of them ourselves.
We can nip in the bud ourselves.
Yeah, the parent contribution in these inner city schools is ridiculous. And then they put it on something else like, you know, I gotta work 9 jobs.
Which is part of the problem as well.
It is, but I'm gonna tell you just like this, and that's the only reason I speak on it, because I did it with my nephews. It was like that. My sister worked like several jobs, so when she couldn't go, I went. Yeah. So like you gotta do that. Like I was going to parent teacher conferences. I ain't got no kids.
I gotta pull up on you.
I gotta pull up.
I want my son to know, hey dog, like I'm
checking for you.
I need to make sure. Oh, you said the teacher doing you wrong? All right, I'm gonna go up there. I'm not gonna take your side right away because I'm from the same thought pattern that my parents came from. Yo, what you do wrong?
What you do is.
We'll find out when I get there.
Yeah, exactly.
But I tell my kid all the time, hey man, they ain't here. They ain't got to be your friend.
Right. They here to do their job.
They here to do their job. Or whether you like them or they like you or they may not like you because sometimes.
Right, and that's coming from you.
You know what I'm saying? But bottom line, if you do the work, you do the work.
Yeah.
They can't give you an F if you put A answers.
For sure. Yeah.
But I also have no value in grades.
Yeah.
I love education. I put zero value
in the actual grading system.
High school is all about effort. Yeah. You do enough to get through. Because let's be realistic. If you're not going to those Yales and all that stuff, ain't nobody ever asked me for a GPA.
Yeah.
Ever. I've never been to a job. Hey man, what was your GPA? Never.
Right. Yeah.
Never.
I said that. I used to put that shit on my resume.
No one asked.
Nobody ever asked.
You ain't know this. Oh man, I'm so glad you were a 3.5 student. Can you get those boxes over there in the corner?
Take that 3.5 over there and get this motherfucking trash.
Yeah. So I take no value in grades because they don't show how smart you are. For instance, for me, I got my first college scholarship in the 6th grade. Yeah. I scored 21 on the ACT in the 6th grade.
Damn, for real?
I scored, when we graduated high school, I had a 28.
Yeah. Smart ass.
My GPA in high school would not tell you that. I'm 2.5.
Right.
It wasn't because I couldn't do the work. It just was not. It's like, yo, let me tell you. Okay, y'all, I wrote a book, right?
Right.
But I also realized the other day what is the most stupidest thing we ever learned in school.
What?
Writing papers.
Why you say that though?
How often in your life, since you left school, have you had to write a paper?
Well, I mean, I write.
You're a writer.
Yeah, I write for real.
But I think geometry and writing papers, if you're not specialized like an architect or engineer, or the average person ain't wrote a paper since they left school.
Well, I will tell you this though. I don't necessarily think that you use the writing part of it, but I think the what's the word I'm looking for?
MLA, APA?
No, not that shit in particular, but the process that you go through writing shit, I think, is a process.
The research
shit. Yeah. I think that comes into play in real life.
But actually, grade me on grammar.
On grammar, yeah. No, not so much.
Like, y'all who correct stuff, people grammar on Facebook, y'all should all be shot in the mouth.
I do that shit, though.
Why?
Cause it's
like
just,
if I say there the wrong way, you knew what I meant though, right?
Yeah, but it's petty. I can't look at it. Like
No.
I can't look at it, bro.
Listen, every time I got a thing now.
I probably ain't gonna say nothing, but it's in my head. I'm like,
I got a thing now where I purposely try to use the wrong there.
For real. I hate
People
that.
correct, but you still knew exactly what. Because
I
when I'm
hate it.
talking, you don't know what there I'm using.
Right. Well, first of all, can I say a day?
Yeah. Like how you
Day
gonna
over
correct
there.
me? How you gonna correct me?
Cause I definitely don't write like I
should
talk.
start doing that in person.
Yeah.
Day, you mean there?
Right.
Like just over there.
Day over there. Right. Yeah.
This?
So with that, I just think that like the grammar and all that shit, that probably not, but like the research and just how to research it, I think is the only
art of
thing
putting your thoughts together.
probably
yes.
come out.
But what if I'm a better orator than I'm a writer?
Which happens more often now
Like-
because I'm horrible at this shit. Like I'm horrible at oration.
See, I'm that's my thing. Like
I can't fuck
like my
with it.
wife said, she say
I can write that shit down.
My
Though.
wife like, well, how you write a book and you hate writing? Listen, I don't know.
Right.
I had to have people to look over my book.
Yeah.
Because of the way I think, I literally have 9,000 thoughts going. So I just write.
Yeah.
I write.
Right.
No real format.
Yeah.
Just enough where I can comprehend. And then I give it to somebody else.
Who actually do that shit?
Like, yo, you put that.
Put that
Or
shit
I'd
together.
rather come to you like you write. All right, Q, let's write a book together.
Yeah.
Boom, this is what I'm thinking.
Right.
Yada, yada. I give it to you. I orate it to you.
Yeah.
Put it on your computer.
You put that shit together.
You call me back through it. Hey, Marv, we wrote a fucking fantastic book. I don't even need to read it again, really.
Yeah, because you said it. Right, yeah, you
We're
said
good.
it.
Let's move on.
Right, I just gotta write it. No,
Yeah.
and I think that happens more often than not. Cause I'm definitely not good at the oration part of it, but I can write it down. And it's weird because, like, when people, especially when I did my internship at Black Enterprise, though, like people seeing the articles that I wrote, and then like they talk to me, they like,
This dumb motherfucker.
no, right? They like, you ain't write this shit, bro. And it's weird though. It's like I don't know. I don't even know where that shit come from.
I love being in front of people. It goes back to,
Yeah.
like, let me do some shit.
Yeah.
I gotta write it.
He said, but you can kick it to me on that shit.
Like,
though.
yo, teacher, I know I didn't write this paper good, but
Right.
ask me about it.
Right, exactly.
I'll give you everything.
Yeah, I just can't write it down.
That's because how I learned, though.
Right.
That's the problem with school.
Yeah.
We ain't changed the way school been since 1840.
Right. Neither at the secondary or the
Any level.
Yeah, any
We're
level,
still
yeah.
raising our hands and teacher writing on the board.
Right.
We know for a fact people don't think. Like scientists have said, most humans have 30 minutes and then need a 12-minute break.
Damn, for real?
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Then your brain just kind of slows.
It's like doing whatever.
Like, yo, I'm done.
I'm out. Right, I'm done, son.
So the fact that we making these kids sit here, or that if we're taking away physical activity or any creative things from them,
Yeah.
they're going to fail. I'm going to fail. You're going to fail if I don't give you nothing but A plus B plus C
Right.
plus D.
Now they are adding, at least in the city of Detroit, I seen they was trying to add the financial literacy courses in high school. What you think about that?
It's needed, but not the way they're going to give it to them.
How you think it's gonna be though? It's gonna be some shit that ain't even worth it, huh?
The bottom line,
It's a step though.
it's
right?
a step. But bottom
It's a
line, if I'm not understanding the other 5 hours of work,
step. What's the point?
like, yo, I don't want to sit down for a 6th class.
Yeah.
And when you 15, you give a damn.
Right.
I don't remember much
Right.
from half the shit people, because I can't be like, you know, in class, but everybody read out loud or don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Tell me what to do, where I need to go find it. That's how I learn.
Okay.
Other
Because
people might
everybody learn different.
Yeah, other people might have people talk about, yo, you talk to me. I'm like, yo, you shit. I start looking at your face. I start cracking jokes in my mind.
Just show you where to go get the info.
Yeah, like, yo,
You like
Marv, on pages 9 through 19.
Now, which is weird because you rather give the information that way though, but you don't want to receive it that way.
Because
That's weird.
That's how I take in and then I spit out.
You spit out. Yeah. Okay, I dig that.
But if you talk to me and then I gotta write it down,
Right.
I don't take
Right.
listen. No, I gotta read because I comprehend the way I comprehend. And I may not like the way you read it,
Right.
or you're boring to me, and I'm the type of person. If you tell me something, I literally see it.
Right.
So we're talking, you
You're a
explain
visual
something.
person.
Like, yeah, I see it happening.
Yeah.
And if you're dull, it's like watching paint dry. Like when I tell a story,
Right. You
like,
tell a story.
Like you hear about the dude who fought the mountain lion and killed the mountain lion.
What?
So you ain't hear about it. So the other day, a dude was in Colorado.
This nigga.
I'm gonna tell the story. I'm gonna give you how I heard it, and I'm gonna tell you
what really happened.
My version.
Okay.
So, dude went running.
Really
this just happened like 2 weeks ago. You can look it up. Dude went running in Colorado.
Yeah.
Mountain lion attacked him. He survived, choked the mountain lion out, killed him.
Damn. Okay.
White guy running.
Yeah.
Now, that's how I read the story. Somebody
now, you tell the story.
If it was me who killed him, first of all, how cool is it
to kill a mountain lion? Right.
You see a motherfucking mountain lion and me in the woods, you better help the motherfucking mountain lion.
Right. I wonder how that shit really happened though.
So even he was running.
So tell me how it happened. In your words.
If it was me, right? This is my story. I'm like, yo. So cause he went on the news. You can watch online.
Yeah,
he told the story.
Tell the story.
But I was like, yo. So I'm running in the woods, right? You know me. I'm getting my athletic on, right?
Right.
So I'm jogging. I hear some rustling in the woods. I don't panic because you know I'm a G. So nothing scared me, right? I've been a G from the east side forever.
That's how you tell the story.
You know what I'm saying? So the mountain lion came out. I was jogging. I stopped. He looked at me. I looked at him. I said, dog, you better not. I kept jogging. He started, you know how they
try to prowl on.
Yeah. So he ran up and got me. Bit me. Jabbed him twice. Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
He wouldn't let go. So shit, he scratched me in his hoof. Smacked me like a little bitch, but I wasn't no bitch though. So I'm on the ground tussling. I grabbed the rock. I hit him. Bam. He wouldn't let go. Grabbed the rock. Bam. He wouldn't let go. Then I grabbed the stick, right? Because I'm like, yo, I'm not dying from a mountain lion in the woods.
Right.
I'm sticking him with a stick. He
all the shit I survived.
Yeah,
like
a mountain lion. Right. So I'm stabbing him. I'm stabbing. The stick ain't doing nothing because he's a mountain lion. He's really muscular.
Right.
Right. So I thought to myself, damn, and I got to figure out what I'm gonna do.
All this while you got to hold your arm.
Yeah, I'm thinking fast.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, shit. So I hit him a couple times with body blows. He ain't letting go because he's a mountain lion. They train for combat.
Exactly.
Luckily, I'm from Detroit. I'm trained for combat too. So I moved around, right? And I finally got myself in the bush and I put my foot on his neck. Yeah. If you can see it, camera, I hit him with the Kung Fu foot. Yeah. I put it in his neck. I just held it in. I fucking died. Put him on my back, ran him back down the hill to the park ranger, drove myself to the house.
So not only did you kill him, you took him.
And I would wear, in the press conference, I would wear a mountain lion coat. His head would be my hood.
Get the fuck out of here.
But
that's how you tell the story.
Because his story was like, yeah, so I hit him with a rock. I tried to stab him with a stick. Eventually, I got a chance to move my body around and put my foot in his neck and choked him out till he died.
Yeah.
My story?
Right. What happened, but you just want to show it with some more. Yeah.
You gonna leave my press conference like, yo. Like, that's gonna be my story to every bar. When I meet girls, you know I killed the mountain lion, right? That's what the fuck I do.
Look, how you just told that story, though, and then the fact that you did teach for a minute. Like, how would you be as a teacher now? Could you even do it?
I could, if they let me do it. When I taught school, I'm a history teacher and social studies, all that. But I taught the wars like gang wars, like modern gang wars. Word. So you just always have to find a way to reach the kids.
Yeah, for sure.
In terms that's for them.
Yeah, relatable.
We got to stop teaching shit like it's for us or people before us or people before us.
Right. And that's where the disconnection comes in.
And I roast my kids.
Hell, you one of them teachers.
But I don't, I'm not into punishment for you being a teenager. You're not going to sit down. You're not going to sit still. You're going to be a teenager.
Right, you know it's not going to happen. Yeah.
So, cool. But just know, every time you do some dumb shit,
I'm roasting your ass.
I'm going to take 2 minutes out of my day.
Yeah.
Because I'm really going to go set my class up for 20 minutes of learning. That's really all you got anyway.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do for real? Like, I don't want to listen for a whole hour. We grown, so yeah.
We're not going to do that shit. Yeah. So, but I could, man. It's even harder because I taught school in 2005. Here we are 14 years later now.
Right.
With the super emergence of social media. And pretty much everything in 1 minute clips.
True.
So
30 seconds or something.
Yeah, you got to give kids.
Right now. Bam, right.
Fall back.
Fall back, right.
I'll talk for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Are you ready to go again?
No, that's
Fall
for real,
back.
though.
Ready to go again? So.
But even with that being known, how come the curriculum haven't changed? Because they don't want it.
Curriculum changes every year.
Okay.
Literally horrible.
But the way they teach it.
The way they teach it is what really doesn't change.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand how everything else in the world literally has changed. Everything.
Other than the way.
Except for a teacher standing up in front of the goddamn class.
That is true, though. I never. But that's definitely true.
Like, yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Now, like, even with because I know obviously now having kids and shit, when we was in school, rather, like how different do you think it is? At least from that point, I know obviously the teaching part is the same, but has the school gotten any better though? Like, or is it
as far as what?
Like, cause I know they not teaching no social skills, but like getting you ready for like real world shit?
I don't think so. I think it's gotten worse. Common Core, the fact that you can't fail in school now, like you literally cannot fail.
Huh?
So this happened, I think, Bill Clinton, when they had that No Child Left Behind, like you cannot fail. They'll socially promote you, even all the way through. So you'll go all the way through high school, come 12th grade, you ready to walk. Yeah. Hey, dog.
Yeah. Not quite. Yeah.
Like, look, you can miss every day of the 7th grade. You can go to school 3 days.
Yeah.
And you're going to be in 8th grade.
Right. They just not going to let you out at the end.
Well, you pass middle school, that don't count. Don't nothing count until high school.
Yeah, okay.
So, and then it's just credit. You just got to accumulate the credits.
However long that should take.
Well, they'll kick you out after 19. You have to go to adult ed or whatever.
I got
you. They'll, like...
pass you along.
Hey, I had 9th grade English. I 10th grade English. Oh, I flunked it. Here's 11th grade English. Oh, I flunked 12th grade. Time to graduate.
Right. Excuse me, sir. Not for you, right.
So.
But they going to let you pass along. So it's worse.
Yeah, because as my son told me, hey, I can fail class. There's no consequence.
Damn. That's the scary thing, though. Anything with no consequences is scary. Because that means you go do whatever
the fuck you want to do.
Well, it is
until the end. And then you get punched in the face.
So it really is a consequence, just not right there.
They don't see it.
They don't see it as that.
If adults don't look past tomorrow, the kids don't look past 5 minutes.
Hell yeah, that's true.
So,
yeah.
You know, it's...
So how do you supplement that, though? As a parent, like, how do you supplement that shit? Like, how do you make up for what's missing in school?
You talk to your children.
Yeah, I know.
Talk to your kids.
A lot of parents don't do that shit, though.
Flat out.
Yeah, a lot of parents
like I talk to my son like I talk to you. We have the most randomest. I let him see what I'm doing as far as my business or whatever. I don't sugarcoat things for him. I tease him. I am a big believer in bullying. I don't give a damn what nobody
says. Can't say that.
Listen, dog. Listen. If you were getting smacked in your mouth for talking shit, you
true.
Flat out.
In some cases. Because you didn't stop, motherfucker.
Well, my parents didn't talk. They smacked me for talking back to them.
But not even talking shit.
But me amongst my friends, like, here's my thing. I haven't took an ass whooping from outside besides my older brothers. Yeah. But I'm willing to.
Yeah. I'm ready. I'll go a couple rounds.
Yeah, as a youngster, I love a good set of fisticuffs.
Right. Fisticuffs.
Now, as I'm getting older, I'm swift. Right. I still hit like a mule.
Right.
But
just got to get to the punch.
I don't know if I can still take one. It's been long. I ain't been punched since I've been 27. I'm about 40 now.
Man, look, I take a punch now, bro. Leave it alone.
Like my son, like that, I can probably like, son, you ain't never been punched in the nose. You don't know how disorientated it feels to get punched.
You can lose all your little equilibrium, nigga.
So when they be like, kids, I'm like, you know how you stop a bully? You just blow his shit out.
Blow his shit out, yeah. That's how we learn.
My younger son came out like, the kids bullying me on the bus. I said, what you do? Well, nothing. They're bullying me. Well, I guess you gonna get bullied then. You better throw a punch.
Right. If you gonna get bullied, like, and that's how we learn, though. Is that wrong, though?
What?
Is it long? No.
Because you learn that.
I mean, because society trying to say you is wrong, that you're not supposed to.
Listen. It's a lot of things society say.
Right.
But
protect yourself at all times.
Listen, dog, flat out. You're not gonna. You can talk to me and they like sticks and stones and break words. Words hurt.
Yeah, they do.
And you can say whatever you want to me, but you can't tell me how to respond.
Right.
Flat out.
True that. Yeah.
So you like, Marv, you a whole ass.
You got freedom of speech. You can say all that.
You can say all that. And I may get in trouble for punching you.
Right, but I'm
willing to take that, dog. Like, I tell my kids, hey, you'll get in more trouble from them calling me if a kid hit you and you did nothing.
Yeah, they hitting their ass back.
Or if a kid picking with you and never hit you, and be like, yo, we was talking, you're like, how long do you keep picking with you? Oh, for 3 weeks, and then you hit him? All right, what's going on then, dog?
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that.
Listen, America needs more physical violence. Not guns. Physical violence.
Did you just say we need more
physical violence?
Yeah.
Like, flat out fisticuffs.
Yeah, it's a world
because Patty will be a lot less to call on you on the barbecue. He smack the shit out of her.
Yeah. Smack the
I bet she'll think twice.
Right.
About coming to bother you.
Oh, look, you said something about this. This is like way off, but I wanted to mention that shit because you was talking about guns and like violence and shit. What you think about the NRA and shit? What you think about our rights to bear arms and all that shit?
Everybody should strap up.
I believe that too.
That we should all live like the Wild Wild West.
Damn, just
Flat out.
carrying everywhere, huh?
Flat out.
Yeah.
You're a lot less likely to shoot when other people shoot.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with that shit though. It's amazing to me. Like I know that.
I don't think we need AR-15s and
right shit like that.
We don't need guns they use in war on a regular basis. There's no. They're like, ain't nobody hunting with an
automatic rifle. Right.
But everybody should be able to carry. And I think we should start teaching kids like as soon as they like 7, 8, as soon as they can handle it.
Shit, white people do.
We should start like if everybody carrying guns, everybody respect the fact a little. Now I ain't saying you gonna have your Billy the Kids and everything.
Yeah, they gonna be that.
But Billy the Kid gonna
one up his ass too. Yeah, so
it's the law of nature to be killed. Like we keep trying to humans always try to supersede nature.
Yeah, and you can't, right?
People gonna die.
Right, they gonna die.
People will
That's
sacrifice.
guaranteed. Yeah.
Literally, as men, we're literally taught to sacrifice ourselves. If somebody run up in my house, you got to get through me to get to anybody.
Right. So that's sacrifice, yeah, for sure.
We're told our whole life, sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. Yeah. Look, people gonna die.
Yeah.
What it is, whether it's war, whether it's in the neighborhood, there's no. You could outlaw every gun, and niggas had swords at one time.
Right. Or somebody got guns. Shit, it's gonna happen.
Somebody. Whatever.
They gonna make it right. MacGyver.
People gonna die. People gonna find a way to kill.
Yeah.
They have throughout all of history.
And it ain't gonna change. Yeah. No, I can dig that. So look, speaking of history, because you teach history. So if you was to teach history right now, how would you, or first of all, how would you teach black history though? Because that's missing. And this is a two-part question. All right, that's part of it. I was gonna say, how would you teach it, and is it even necessary?
I would teach history.
Yeah.
That's the problem, man. Like I'm for black people doing things black people need to do.
Yeah.
But I'm also saying, hey, dude, ain't no America without me, baby.
Right.
Flat out, like
right.
I can't have the audacity. History, red, bad, black and white, orange, gray,
whatever.
Right, yeah. Yo, we're making things hard.
Yeah, I can agree with that a little bit.
So I'm like, yo, you gotta just yo, if I'm talking about the civil rights, or I'm talking about World War II, and I know some dope black shit that happened, I'm gonna include the dope black shit.
Right. I think it was necessary at one because it wasn't being.
Well, it's still not, but I'm saying that's like America has a thing of making white males superheroes.
Yeah.
Whether it's a Superman or it's a General Lee or
Jesus
whatever.
Right, yeah.
Or they're always the savior.
Yeah.
What? Wait, the poor bad?
Right.
Let's send in Bob Kaufman, principal and savior. Like, yo, like, I just think, like, yo, we gotta stop this savior complex. And even black people got one, like, well, who anybody to save us? We just need one great leader. Just anybody, please.
We don't need a leader though.
Oh, dog, they everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
If everybody just take responsibility for their house.
Yeah.
I don't like. It's great to have a Martin or Malcolm, but yo, dude, I gathered up over 100,000 bottles of water and took them to Flint. Me and a couple friends.
Right.
Like
just do that shit. Yeah, just do that shit.
That was just like, yo, it's a problem.
Right. Let me go do some shit.
Let me do whatever I can do.
Yeah.
And we need to stop demifying sometime where the money come from.
Not go ahead and speak on that shit, then.
If Dope Boy Troy go give me $10,000 to fix a problem,
don't be Florida Evans.
I'm taking Dope Boy Troy money.
Right, don't be Florida Evans and shit. Talk about where the money came from and shit.
Hey, listen, we the only people that gotta have. My cousin told me black people will never get up because we got too many morals.
You think so?
We're way too fucking forgiving.
That I agree.
Way
that
too
I agree.
Nice. We can't do this. No. Sometimes
you got to.
You got to do what you need to do. If Dope Boy Troy on the block and Dope Boy Troy bringing in $10,000 a month,
right?
Maybe we should be like, hey, you can keep selling drugs, but you need to feed the block $1,000 a month.
Right. Something like just work that shit out. That's what every other culture do.
Listen, dog.
Yeah.
It's only a crime when it's us.
Right.
But if we protect us,
yeah.
Because we grew up in an era where dope boys. We remember the time where dope boys were
They took care of the neighborhood.
They kind of like
took care of the neighborhood. Yeah.
Miss Johnson need a window fixed.
And I'm gonna tell you the main difference I think from our OGs to the new ones now and shit is that they deflected us from doing that shit.
The new ones?
Yeah, you're right. I know, right? I'm trying to skip that part, right? I'm trying to skip that part. We the motherfucking problem. We the problem.
Listen, I'm a firm.
We the motherfucking problem. Yeah, you're right.
We're the worst.
I'm trying to talk past that shit. Oh yeah, definitely the worst parents.
We're the worst people. We're horrible.
Yeah.
But
we dropped the ball. We dropped the ball.
No, we were lied to.
Is this the college line thing?
They sold us everything.
Everything, not just college.
Our parents were taught to be skilled trades, work in a factory, blah blah blah. We were told to go. We were told to go to college, do whatever you do in college.
Yeah.
And niggas go to college and make $40,000.
Right.
Which our parents made way more.
Right.
We ain't got no skills trades.
Without no debt.
We ain't got no houses.
Right.
Most of us are a transient population or living with parents.
Mm-hmm.
We caught up in social media.
We failed.
Yeah,
we failed. Yeah, we failed.
And we're raising,
I think it's important to recognize that.
Yeah, we're raising an epidemic of failures.
Yeah. An epidemic of failures.
You think I'm bullshitting 15 years from now? Watch.
Yeah.
I hope this computer shit is around 15 years from now. You got this shit recorded.
Yeah.
Epicness. Epic proportion. I'm talking about reconstruction type.
Now you talking about human beings, period, or you talking about black people now?
A little of both.
A little bit of both.
A little of both.
Probably more so us.
It's hard for me because I don't know what white people doing.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I always say. I always say that shit.
Like, it's just, cause I
just don't know. Yeah.
I talk to one white person on a regular, my homeboy Chuck.
Yeah.
And that's it. I don't know what white people doing. They could be having the same conversations like, yo.
Shit is bad, B. Right.
Like, yo.
Shit bad, B. We not use our privilege, B.
We like to think it's all white people, but yo, a lot of them just like us. Like, yo, dog, we are.
Out here struggling.
Yo, Little Madison. We should name it Rollo or something.
Little Madison.
Because it's.
Yeah, shit rough.
Because here's the thing, man. This is going to sound weird, but I really think hip-hop in itself is a culture. Mm-hmm. And that's consisting of whites, blacks, and everybody else.
Yeah.
We're all growing. This is the first time, first of all, we're in the first time in history where parents and children are listening to the same music.
True that. Yeah, true that.
And across the board, everybody's influenced by the same thing.
Yeah.
We're all.
True.
That's why I be always proud when they see like a white man our age dancing. He grew up doing the same shit we did.
Exactly.
Just 70% of hip hop is bought by white people.
Well, let me ask you that then. Is that acceptable?
What?
Is that acceptable that hip hop is crossing over like that? Is that acceptable?
It's fucking phenomenal. All we gotta do is learn how to motherfucking monetize it.
Right, because everybody else monetizes it, we just don't. And it's our shit though. Ain't that weird though? We come up with the most shit and don't take advantage of it.
Us, man. We've been bamboozled, but we're doing it now though. But we've been like, I don't blame anybody for the fuck ups of the past because you don't know what you don't know.
Right. Simple as that.
I blame us because we know better.
Yeah. So
like
now we know.
They did like Grandmaster Flash and LL might not have known better.
They know better.
Jay-Z, Nipsey Hussle, they know better. So we know better. Our heroes taught us better.
Yeah.
Diddy said those are our heroes.
So we know. So it's up to us to
Like Jay-Z's all of our uncle. Too Short is all of our uncle.
For sure, yeah. I feel you.
We know better.
Definitely know better now. How do you even translate that shit to like this next generation when they attention span?
We can't.
Yeah. So how do you get it to them?
We're gonna get a few.
Yeah. And just leave it behind and hopefully they pick it up years later.
We gotta stop trying to carry people.
Yeah.
We gotta stop thinking one person represent all of us.
We do that. And that's because we learn about those prominent leaders and we be trying to replicate that shit.
We gotta stop using techniques from the 60s. We have to stop as a people. Listen. Please. If it worked in the 60s, it won't work now majority of the time.
Right.
We gotta stop marching. We gotta stop begging. We gotta stop pleading.
Right.
Look, first of all, how are you ever gonna be in control and give the people who not control power? What sense in the world does that make?
I mean, theoretically, it don't make sense. But
no way does it make sense. It's like you king in your house, you got kids.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, I want you to start doing the kitchen. Motherfucker, no. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
Well, it ain't fair. Well, shit, life ain't fair.
Right. Simple as that.
You can't beg. I know we've all seen Malcolm and all these other great black things. You can't beg your oppressor for freedom.
Yeah.
We got to start taking shit.
For sure.
So when I say you got to leave some people behind,
You gotta leave some people behind for real.
it might be 7 of y'all.
Yeah.
But like I said, man, give me 7 lions and 700 sheep.
Right. For sure. And it take real sacrifice though.
Yo,
And I think people scared of that though.
oh,
I think
listen.
people scared of that.
This is the great lie. Part of the great lie.
Yeah.
We've been given enough comfort to not risk it.
Right.
You know, so we won't go like I don't want to lose a little bit
Right.
for a lot because I might end up with nothing.
With nothing. Yeah.
So I've given you enough of freedom to think that we're not under
I'm
martial
cool.
law. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want to lose that 70. You don't want to lose
70-30 shit up.
You don't want to lose that.
Right.
But that 30 may be
The shit.
the shit. But
Yeah.
you like,
Don't know what's the risk.
I don't know if I can do that, dog.
And the fear make you think that it's
I
not
don't
worth the
want to
risk.
lose.
Yeah.
Like me,
Yeah.
I ain't afraid to lose.
Yeah. Now you mentioned about being free or that small amount of freedom. How do you personify freedom? What do you call freedom?
I call it outside the matrix.
Yeah.
It ain't easy.
Right.
I just had a revelation about myself by my mama, my wife, and best friend. We had one of my best friends who happened to be a female.
Okay.
I'm a quitter. That's what they told me. I'm a quitter. Cause I start shit and don't finish it. But I thought of it like this: I start things, I get what I need out of it.
Let that shit
and
go.
I move on.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a good or bad thing.
That's business etiquette.
But starting tonight, actually, I'm gonna start giving myself 30-day things to complete. Like whether I like it or not.
Right.
Complete. That's part of my issue. That's why I don't work for people. I can't complete things, I guess. But the bottom line is, dude, I think too many people are worried about what other people think happiness is. And freedom is.
You gotta
I'm
turn
not
your
concerned
own.
with what you think of what I do.
Right.
I'm not concerned. My mama think I love my wife. I want my wife to be happy, but she can't be happy if I'm not happy.
You're not happy, right?
Or shit, she can't be happy if she ain't happy.
Right. You gotta find your own happiness.
Like, I can't make anybody in this world happy. They can be happy and we can join happiness.
Right.
But I can't make anybody happy. No one else can make me happy.
Right.
So ultimately, whether someone even my wife, love her, but if she's like, yo, Marv, I'm unhappy with your fucking life and I want you to change it, I can talk about it and see if it fits where I want to go.
He said we can talk about this
But
shit.
ultimately, if that's her goal, make her happy, I want her to go somewhere and be happy.
Yeah. Cause you ain't changing.
No, I ain't changing if it don't fit. Like,
If it don't make
Marv, I
sense.
want you to go get a 9 to 5 and steady out and work towards retirement. I don't know. If
You can't do that shit. Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna try it, but I'm gonna be unhappy. I can do it, but I'm gonna be unhappy as fuck.
Right.
And if I'm unhappy, I'm making sure shit around my house ain't right.
Right.
Shit kicker.
So it's all bad. It's all bad. So it's all just downhill from there.
So when I say outside the matrix, listen, entrepreneurship ain't for everybody. We need employees.
Yeah. You need employees.
And if that's what makes you happy, you should do that.
Yeah. Because some people find jobs and positions that's really what their life was for.
Yeah.
And I dig that.
So, but if you complaining and you unhappy, you got 2 options. Find something else.
Yeah. Or shut
Or
the fuck
create it
up.
yourself.
Or shut the fuck up.
I'm saying, she's like, look, when I was having issues with my son when he was moving out of state and shit, my mom said, look, you can go to court and fight it, or you can shut the fuck up.
Right.
That's the only, you can do something or not do something.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
All the other what if, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
So, as far as freedom and whatever it may be for you, because I know people who work jobs who live a far better life than I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish sometimes, I wish it could be that easy for me. Yeah. Like, it ain't that I didn't necessarily want to work. I don't know. I can't. I don't know.
He said I can't.
Like, my girl, I'm like, I don't know.
Right. I just can't do it.
I've done it. I've worked tons of jobs.
I think that's freedom, though. I think that that's freedom. Not being tied to especially a job that you don't want. Like,
I'm not tied to anybody's thoughts I don't want. That's freedom.
All of that shit. Yeah, that's
I tell
free.
people, like, even my son, fuck him. He be saying, but bottom line is, shit, if I ain't happy, he can't be happy. So I'm not putting his happiness in front of mine either.
Right. Yeah, I feel you.
And that's my blood.
Yeah, because if you ain't happy, then you can't be shit for nobody else.
Listen, I'm one of them people who literally, I feed off the sun. Literally, like the sun makes me feel better.
Right.
And laughing.
Yeah.
If I ain't doing that shit,
then
I don't want to be part of it.
Because you giving up fucked up energy if you ain't getting that.
And I'm a big energy.
Energy is
really
real.
affects me personally.
Energy is real.
Like
whether people admit it or not.
If it's negative to me, I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And maybe people like I quit shit because like, I don't want to do this.
That's why you quit.
Like I'm just not gonna supersede me.
Right, I feel. So for you, kind of happiness is freedom.
Yeah, like it's because all that other shit, it's nice.
It's just relative.
It's like, yo, I want new cars. But
happiness is freedom though when you look at it that way, because when you happy, that's the freest feeling.
Yeah.
No matter what that is, that's make you happy.
Yeah, whatever. If motherfucking beating your bitch make you happy, it's fucked up.
No, that's beyond fucked up.
And you gonna pay for it.
Right.
But, so happiness.
We're gonna go ahead.
So happiness and dealing with consequences is freedom.
Yeah.
If I can handle the consequences for whatever I do, it's part of making me happy.
Right.
So if I want to lay on the couch for 7 days and not make no money, if I can handle the consequences of not having no money,
right,
that's what it is.
Yeah, that's freedom for you.
Like, so I tell you, don't jump off the cliff if you ain't ready for the consequences.
It can be
rough. But I'm a cliff jumper.
Right.
Like, I'm the one who with idea, be like, I'm doing it. Yeah. What about how you going? I don't know. I'm gonna do it.
All right, I'm just gonna do that shit.
When I moved to California, people like literally, I got my tax return, like I'm moving to California.
No, you did do that shit.
Like people like, well, what you do about work? I can always come back and get a job.
Yeah.
I don't make it. What if I do? I mean, if I don't make it, I'll just come back here.
Just come back, right? Yeah.
And I'm sure most of y'all will be in the same spot.
Right.
And that's what happened.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
So, I'm a cliff jumper.
Yeah.
And
those are those life experiences though that you would never have.
I don't want to have no what ifs.
Yeah.
That's part of I don't want to be like, damn, what if I would have?
I think that's the worst thing to die with is the what ifs.
Yo, niggas can have a ton of money, but yo, what if I did? What if I chased her? What if?
Right. You said, fuck that, you ain't living like that.
Like I go climbing and kayak. I'm going whitewater rafting in Colorado on my man trip.
Yeah.
Fella, get you an annual time of year where you and your boys go somewhere and do something you don't normally do here. Don't go nowhere and do the same things you do here.
Right.
Do other
that
things.
defeats the purpose. Yeah.
People be like, Marv, what if you die? I'm born and raised and grew up in Detroit. I can go to the gas station and die.
Right. Hell yes.
I'd rather my story be like, yo, what happened to Marv? He was skydiving, hit the ocean, a shark hit him, he punched the shark, came up and the bear killed him.
He said the bear. So
like, damn.
You got through it. Almost.
Got through the chute not opening the shark and then the bear. Right. But if you telling that story, what happened to Marv? Dog, you hear what happened?
Right.
And what happened, man? This nigga getting gas at pump 8.
I was just gonna say, right, yeah, pump 8, nigga got jacked.
Well, yo, that nigga fought off a shark and then a bear got him?
That's a better story.
You be sad at that story.
Be like, my nigga. My nigga.
You went out like a G. Right. I don't want to go have Marv died at his desk.
No, that's the worst, bro.
I don't want that shit.
Yeah, or to even have the stress of a job to kill you, bro.
Man, the stress of...
Especially a job that you don't want.
The stress of life.
Yeah. Because stress kills motherfuckers. That shit is real.
It's number one.
Yeah, that shit is real.
It causes every other thing wrong in your body. Literally.
Yeah. Now, kind of just to talk about the stress shit, I know a while ago you was like real heavy in the prep and shit like that. With that, as far as like mental health, I guess, is with stress, but I think all that shit is tied to physical health though. But even with doing a meal plan, I just wanted to say this about mental shit. I think that just like how you said you doing the 30-day thing to like try to complete some shit, like that's the same thing though. Like doing meal prep shit and like training your mind to do. Like, it's kind of like writing papers though. How you learn something else from doing something else. Cause like you getting healthy by doing this, but at the same time you training your mind too though.
Yo, our mind is our greatest asset and weakness.
Right.
We are majority of us are so weak mentally. Not because people yell at you that we don't use it. We don't want to do the hard shit. Like it's shit. Yeah. Everybody in the world we know is right and wrong. Yet you do the wrong shit. You smoke. Right. You know it's bad.
You know it's bad. Yeah.
You eat McDonald's. You know it's bad.
Right. Yeah. True that.
You know whatever your vice is.
Right.
When you bad, everything in the world it'll have on the bottle on the package. Hey, this could make your dick fall off and
right.
die.
Right.
All right, man.
Right. I'm still gonna eat this shit. Right.
Like so when I look at successful people in any endeavor in life, they're just mentally better.
Yeah.
Like Will Smith had a story where Jada Pickett's brother wanted to get in Hollywood, and he came to Will. Will was a skinny guy, not cut up and skinny. Will said, "Hey, little bigger guy, not skinny, but he was like, hey, if you want me to help you in Hollywood, here are these certain books you read, and you need to get a six-pack."
Yeah.
And he's like, I told him to get a six-pack because you can't cheat
Yeah.
with a six-pack. Like, yo, there's
you gotta do that.
You gotta eat right. You gotta do the work.
Yeah.
You can't cheat your body.
Right.
So to have the mental fortitude is, I want to achieve this dream. I need to read these books. And Will gave him access to his trainer.
Yeah.
I gave you all the tools.
Right.
Because you can have all the tools, but you're not willing to do it.
Right, for sure.
And so he ended up getting a six-pack and helped him out. He's one of Will Smith's main writers in his production company.
Yeah.
But anything we want in life, there's nothing you want that you know how to do.
Right.
You just ain't did it. Like, that's everything.
That's simple.
It is. Yeah. You tell me anything you want to do in life, and I can tell you literally why it ain't done.
Yeah.
And I don't even got to know much about it.
Really?
Flat out.
Let me see. Well, I wrote books already. What do I want to do? I don't know. I really hadn't thought.
Say you want a TV show?
Yeah, okay. Let's say that. Yeah, let's say a TV show. I'm
going to fix your whole TV show issue right now.
Okay.
What have you done to get a TV show?
Nothing. Nothing. I want that shit to magically appear, motherfucker. What you thought?
Problem solved.
I want that shit to magically appear. Come on, dog. Like everybody else.
What do you need to do to get a TV show?
Shit. Create some content and pitch it to the right people.
You don't need to pitch it to anybody this day and age.
Oh, because
you need to create content and constantly do the work.
And constantly do the work, yeah.
You don't need. You can literally. You do podcasts, everything. All the shit you do. You want a TV show. You got all the on shit.
Yeah.
Start saying everyone. TV show.
Right.
Whether it's one person watching or 8 million people, it's going to eventually get there.
Yeah.
So you know what to do. It's just simple fact of.
Did you do it or not?
That's it. That's it.
So this is why you need to write a book, for real.
This is how weak we are as a species. Yeah. Every other species on Earth, they do what the fuck they got to do and nothing.
Right.
Lions, yo, when they want to eat, guess what they do?
Yeah.
They go motherfucking get antelope.
Right.
When they want to have sex,
right.
When they want to go to sleep, they go to sleep.
Yeah.
But we're distracted by everything, and we're busy doing.
Nothing.
We're rushing to get to nothing. When everybody like they so busy, I'm like, what you doing? I gotta work. I gotta take it. Okay, wait, what you doing though?
Right.
What? Like, yo, I got a 17 and 16-year-old at home. It's not like they're just too grown and extra men in my house.
Right, two grown niggas walking around the crib.
I cook dinner because I gotta eat too.
Yeah. Say otherwise.
I'm not. I'm essentially I'm done raising.
Right.
At this age, they don't have to do. They literally don't have to do anything. Yeah. I can put it in my house, but they don't have to do anything. I'm just giving opinions.
Right.
Hey man, I don't think that's gonna go well. You're not gonna listen.
All right. You'll learn.
Hey, that didn't even work, dog. It didn't.
Right. You don't say, right?
You don't say. But whatever.
Right.
But so we know everything. We literally anything you want in life, anything.
Yeah.
You know how.
Just gotta put the work.
Do it.
Yeah.
You want to become a billionaire? $1,000 turns to four turns and so on. You want to save $100,000? You know how to do it. Yeah. It's not hard. The thing is, it's very simple. It's just not easy.
Yeah, I've heard that before too. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely not easy.
It's very simple.
Though. Yeah, simple.
Nothing in life that's great is complicated.
Yeah, that's one way to look at that shit. Oh, great philosophies. It's the only way to look at that shit.
Shit, everything we want to do, because there's nothing you want to do that you haven't done.
Yeah. Now look, this is way off though, and I was thinking about this shit while you was talking. Knowing how to do shit, right? Mm-hmm. So you also, like you said, you know the difference between some right shit and some wrong shit. You consciously make a decision to do wrong shit. Yeah. So to spin this all the way to left field and shit, if you born knowing the difference between right and wrong, where does that put Christianity into?
You're not born knowing the difference. You learn as you grow.
So you don't think that you born knowing right from wrong?
I can't
like
know.
Like how would you know, right?
If I never like.
Yeah.
And plus, right and wrong is very subjective.
Yeah.
Murder is wrong. Run up in your house.
Due to experience. Yeah.
Unless somebody running, so it's always subjective. At
Okay.
one point in time, murder was normal. Hey, dude, this came on my grass. I ain't like him. I killed him.
That was just it, right?
That's what we did. We murdered people.
Yeah.
It was just, I ain't like him.
Yeah.
He fought. I killed him. I'm going back to farm.
So I'm going back to farm.
Christianity,
in general,
religion in general is.
Because I guess we don't have to pinpoint the
The
Christianity.
audacity of religion is crazy.
Yeah.
I believe in some type of higher being. I never give them a name. I come up in a household where I didn't come in any type of religious household. My father was just a studier of all religions.
Okay.
Me being a history and religion are so tied together.
They are.
I always just believe, religion was made to control people. It gave people some form of a natural moral compass. Whoever was in charge gave me this moral compass.
Gotcha.
So, I believe if you think it makes you a better person, great.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
I won't tell you not to do it.
Right.
You just can't prove to me any type of validity in the thought process of it, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
If that's your belief,
That's what it is. Right.
Don't make a lot of sense to me.
Right.
But hey, if it works for you and it's making you a better person,
then Bob, do it.
Talking to me. Because the only thing I'm looking at in a historical sense, and in a historical sense, I can pretty much just about prove all of it.
False.
And people are like, well, you got your history from the books, and it ain't right. But so did you get your religion.
Yeah, it's from the books too. Yeah. So what's the difference?
And we know for a fact your religion has changed because you got King James version.
Right, you got different versions.
We know for a fact that's not original.
Exactly.
And I'm sure my books got some bias, but I don't get all my info from one source.
Right, yeah,
I may read 9 books.
You can't. Yeah, you have to. I think it was damn, was it? It was somebody. I can't remember. It's either some old shit from what is it? Maybe it was James Baldwin. I can't remember. But anyway, it's just about it was Ta-Nehisi Coates and shit, right? So he was just talking about how you can read several different books on the same subject and change your mind those many times. Yeah. Like you really thought that you're like, you know what? Yeah. Then you read the other one like, you know what? Yeah. They like.
It's only about how strong can I prove my argument.
I mean, that's really all it is.
In college, I got a homeboy, one of my frat brothers. He was a Christian. And literally,
he's a Christian.
In 30 minutes time, I made him believe in God. Well, he believed in God. I made him not believe in God, and then back to believing in God.
Yeah.
Only because I'm slick with my tongue. That's it. Like I can have you almost doubting whatever you believe in any subject. Yeah. And I ain't gotta know much about it. That's because I know how humans think. Yeah. Like I'm more of a studier than you. Mm-hmm. I'm more of a studier in common sense because most people just don't think logically.
Yeah.
That if I can give you a logical argument just enough, once I see the doubt hit your eye,
got him.
I don't know if this is good. I'm a master manipulator, right?
Yeah.
Only because I study people. So if I can see your body change, I can see your eyes change. I'm watching you. Like I'm intent when I'm talking to people. Like I know
you had to be good at teaching.
I'm very intent. I want to know everything about you without you telling me. So when I'm talking to you, I need to know.
You pick that shit up.
I'm here when I'm here. Like I can move the conversation to what points I want to hit.
Right.
So long as I'm looking at you, I think
control it. Yeah. Okay, and control it. Okay.
So that's why if I'm here,
right,
I can.
Yeah, you
because
can do
most
that.
people they're so intent. I just want to get my point across.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, get your point across now.
Said now what? Whatever. I guess people's whole point of getting your point across is to try to persuade people to think how you think and shit. I guess that's the whole thing about people, period. Which is the same thing that happened in books. Like, it's just people trying to get their point across.
You know how you
not necessarily knowing the truth. I don't get it.
You just let them talk. When they done, just sit there. Give them like a minute or two because they're going to start talking again. Because now they're going to try to verify the point that they already tried to give you.
Because they think you wasn't receiving it?
Or they think you disagree. Like, I didn't say anything. You start backpedaling.
Right. So you do that shit often.
It's the art of negotiating. If I shut up, or if I say my point, and then shut up, I'm not trying to persuade you. I just want you to hear my point. Yeah. Now let me let you wiggle all through it to try to figure out where you fit in.
Where did you learn that from?
Maybe a book or just life, but
just life
even
experience.
With arguments, even with my woman or women through the years, I don't argue. Yeah. Here's my point. Boom. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Shit, you agree or you don't agree.
Right.
I can't, there's no argument where you change people. Because once you start arguing, no one's listening. So here's my point. Boom.
Not necessarily. I mean, you can persuade them to maybe think a different way.
What argument have you persuaded? You've had a conversation and maybe gave them some new information they didn't have.
Yeah.
But what argument? Nothing happens in an argument. You arguing with your girl.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed in her point of view. Even though women are whole different creatures.
I was just going to say, that's a whole different situation.
I don't argue with women. I don't argue with anybody.
Yeah.
Even when my girl mad at me.
Yeah.
She mad, or any woman I've ever dealt with.
Just like that? Like,
alright.
That makes them even madder, I'm sure.
But that ain't my problem, though. Your anger, if I let you say what you say, I don't have to agree or disagree. Okay, thank you. I got ways to argue.
Thank you for sharing.
Or if any girl ever mad at you and they cussing you out, anybody, you say they get done, thank you, God bless you.
God bless you.
What they gonna say, man, fuck God. No.
Right. That's right. Bless you too. You're stupid, man.
All right, man.
Hey, look, before we wrap everything up, though, and this is just because it's some recent shit that just kind of happened. What you think about the and this ain't no segue, we just talking about the shit, the Jussie Smollett shit. Like, what you think about the situation? First of all, whether he actually lied or not, your position on believing police facts, all that shit. Like, what you think about the whole situation?
It's truth in everything.
Yeah.
Just what I think. I don't think he's telling the truth. Something may have happened, but not what he said.
Not that. Yeah.
It just don't. First of all, we were in the middle of polar vortex. Out in Chicago. First of all, Chicago. Anyway, Subway ain't that good to go out in a polar vortex at 2 a.m.
Right.
Next, who the fuck carries around bleach in the noose?
And who goes at 2 o'clock by themselves anyway?
But no, who goes out with bleach? I'm looking for a nigger. It's minus 30 degrees. I'm gonna get his ass.
You figure ain't no nigga gonna be out of that weather no way. So
every day is something new coming out. I think ultimately, man, don't charge the boy with a crime. Let him pay the fine for filing the police report.
Yeah.
But what he did, though,
I mean, he accusing somebody of a hate crime, though.
He's hurt
that's
black
rough.
and gay.
Yeah, you fucked up. Yeah, you fucked up a whole lot of shit real quick.
Gave MAGA, talking points that they're blamed. They gave them room to play victim.
Exactly.
If he's smart, he should come out like, look, dog.
They say he got a drug problem now.
That's your court. That's your get out. I
mean,
everybody
especially now.
Drugs, but
I'm pretty sure.
Give him a fine. Let him pay a fine. Give him 1,000 community service hours. I don't think either way it didn't hurt anybody. It's not a big.
Not really.
It
hurt us though.
No, it didn't.
I mean, you don't think so?
Well, first of all, man, like I said,
now we can't even say we've been done wrong.
Listen, one person Jussie does not represent Marvin.
I know, but in this climate, dude, that shit happens.
That's not my climate, dude.
It ain't yours. It's all of ours.
No, it's not.
You don't want to respect. You don't want to accept responsibility and shit.
No, my thing is, listen.
You know how that shit go, man. Every time one person do something, you know how that shit go.
Only black people.
That's what I'm saying.
White people like, yo, when one white person, all white people don't be like, God damn, he represents us all.
Right.
Only us.
We do that though.
That's
Why
only
is that?
us. That's what I'm saying. That's not me.
Yeah.
Like, you have a world.
Yeah.
I have a world.
Right.
You have a world. Your mama, your grandma, everybody got their own world.
Yeah.
My world, that shit don't
affect me. Shit up. Yeah.
That's me and one of the homies always talking like, yo, that racist shit always happen to people who are unable to do. Ain't nobody running up on my big ass. Ain't nobody done MAGA country. I wish you motherfuckers would. You gonna think twice before running up to a 6'2", 300-pound man.
Right.
You gonna think like,
maybe not. Right.
That 5'7", 149 dude.
Over there trying to get some Subway.
Yeah, like you just, I mean, but even just anytime, like even when you see all the like, oh, the racist guy ran up onto me, they attack women.
Yeah.
Smaller gays.
Yeah. They figure they can take advantage of.
You ain't attacking Rollo.
Rollo. Right.
Marv. Hey, guy.
Right.
What do you think about Trump?
Hell yeah.
I'm really like, oh, well, you know what, guy? You know, we can have differences of opinion.
God bless you.
Yeah. You have a great day, sir.
Right. He ain't coming at you with all that aggression.
No.
Yeah.
That's when I got my beard.
Yeah.
They think I'm way more aggressive when I grow my beard. I only grow my beard in the winter. I cut it off at the end of March.
Right.
But, yo, they not.
They really not stepping to you there.
But that's also part about, we not, like, yo, you're not going to step to a black woman or a child in my peripheral and think I'm not going to do nothing.
Right.
Flat out.
Yeah.
It's just not, you're not going to, and that's anybody, including, my worst fear is something crazy happening with a cop and me in front of my kid.
Man.
Because I got to decide, do I go home or do I let my son know?
We ain't dealing with this shit
just
for
ain't
real.
let nobody just go crazy.
Yeah.
Regardless who they are.
That's kind of like on Crash and shit.
Yeah.
With his wife and shit.
You make a decision.
You gotta make a decision.
Like, yo,
and that's a tough decision.
You can arrest me, cool, but you ain't gonna be smacking me in the face.
Yeah.
No, I gotta. Hey, man, my son's in the car, man. Like, yo, you take me to the station and whoop
Try
my
to
ass.
diffuse this shit or something.
I'll take the ass whooping in the station. Just
Yeah.
me and you.
Right.
Hold it. Yo, my son.
Don't fuck up my son's world.
If
Yeah.
my son is in the car and he see me get smacked the fuck up, I gotta go home, dude. Like,
Yeah.
don't make me do something.
Yeah. Or don't do something in front of him that's gonna make him be fucked up with y'all the rest of his life. Cause
one way or the other.
One way or the other is gonna be bad.
So you gonna whoop my ass, cool? Take me to the station. I won't even fight back.
Yeah.
But right here in front of him,
I'm going to have to scrap your ass down, right? And just go for what I know and shit.
Look, the hive it in. So I'm telling you this.
Right.
So if
I mean, with that being said, where do you think our relationship is going with the police anyway?
Nowhere. It's the same place it's been.
How do we make that shit better? Because at some point it's got to be.
And
like I had posted some shit the other day. I'm like, man, fuck the police, and then I put like until I need them.
It's not bad though.
You don't think so?
Like, yo, we let 4 incidents or whatever it may be on TV.
Mm-hmm.
You feel the same way about the police now that you felt in 1992 when Gang Squad was smacking niggas up on Jefferson.
I'm a little more. Well, I'm not ever afraid of the police in the city, but like when I'm other places, it's weird. Like when I came back from, like, true story, when I came back from Colorado, I drove from Colorado, and like I on purpose I left at a time where them back mountain areas and shit at night.
Yeah.
I did that shit. And then in Iowa, I stopped. I rolled through and I stayed the night there because I didn't want to be out because of shit like that. I didn't want to be fucking around in some hick ass county.
That's the same shit you would have did in 19. That's just being smart.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Like,
you saying there really ain't no words. They trying to control you with the fear.
The fear. Because yo, we been new cops beating niggas' ass.
Oh yeah, they been doing it. I mean,
they been shooting us.
Yeah.
Only thing now is 24 hours news. Like,
so you see it.
But they already said the world is safer today, this moment, than it's ever been at any other point in history.
Yeah, we just saying all this shit though.
Like, people forget. We put up to the motherfucking beach and rape and pillage everybody.
Right.
Like, everybody would die.
Everybody die. All the chicks get raped every time. Kids get killed. Yeah.
Ain't nobody running up in your house most time. Like, it's just like, yo, the fear, people forget them. Like, I'm not. I've had more problems with Detroit cops than I had with suburban cops.
I never had no problems.
Every time I get
I honestly never had no problems.
I got put on Connor one day, right off 94.
Mm.
Cop, impounded my car, but I'm like, he was just so black guy. I was like, dude. Like, nigga, I'm going to get tags.
Right now.
I'm literally on the way from where I was coming from. No, fuck that. Get your ass out the car. You gonna have to motherfucking walk today.
All of that, yeah.
And if you gonna tow the car, that's cool. Why all this though?
Right. So you gonna do all this shit? Why you gotta get all? That's the reason why our relationships ain't good though with the police, because they do shit like that.
But I'm saying that's nothing new.
Yeah. And then it's like I remember we got stopped one time. I had a small portion of weed, And we got pulled over at the gas station though. So like they whipped on us. I wasn't driving. I was in the passenger seat. And so they jumped in on us, made us get out and shit, searched us and all this shit. Told my mans and shit that his little gray Impala was like master ID or some shit or whatever. So then they told us to put our hands on our head and shit, right? So it's cold in the motherfucker, right? Hands cold as hell. So my hands up there and shit. He patted me down, whatever, found a little weed and shit. I ain't say shit. So then, first of all, the nigga cracked the joke. He's like, niggas that said good shit. Like, I didn't say shit. I ain't say nothing. So then they did all that shit, ran my man plates, all that shit, fine. We was cool. And I was still standing there waiting and shit, because my man's had a gun. They had to run all that shit. So he came back to me and shit, and my hands were still on my head and shit. So he was like, man, you can put your hands down. I was like, dog, I'm going to be honest with you, though. Y'all been acting like some assholes since y'all pulled up on us. I was like, and my hands cold, so what's going to happen, I'm going to put my hands down, and I'm going to put them in my pocket and shit. And then we going to have a whole nother problem. So I'm just going to keep my shit up here. Because I ain't want that problem. So my man couldn't do shit but laugh. But he know it's true. Yeah. Like, I'm going to put these bitches down and they cold. I'm going to put them in my pockets and then it's going to be a problem. Yeah. Like, you just checked me. You know I ain't got shit. But it's like, why do I got to have that relationship with police, though?
I remember in 98, I got pulled over on Belle Isle.
Yeah.
We was on Belle Isle.
Belle Isle.
Police came.
I got a whole ass binder in possession.
We had weed or whatever. The cops smoked my boy blunt. Nigga, this is that
dog, what?
Nigga took the weed, took niggas' money, and just left.
That's happened before too here.
So,
cause they took my weed. They dumped my shit out though.
Yeah, but he took this nigga blunt.
Yeah.
Nigga shit. Nigga, empty your pockets, nigga. All right, dog, y'all gone. Y'all have a good night, nigga.
That was it. And what can you do? Like, cause you illegal out here. So
you just walked away, walked back to the car.
Oh, that's police.
Yeah, gang squad, whole ass.
Gang squad, oh god, man. Yeah, gang squad.
So that's my thing. Like the police, like it's been
that. Yeah.
Like we like to think everything is scary because the news is literally set to divide us.
But in real life, it ain't no worse.
But dude, most police just want to go home.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. They want to go home. Yeah.
I mean, you gonna have your dick, but you got that in every profession, in every line of work.
It seems like it's more of them though. It's more fucking dickhead police though.
Is it?
No, you got it.
But you know why though?
Because a lot of them was whole ass niggas before.
No one can check them.
Yeah.
Like there's no one if you call and report them, nothing's gonna happen.
Right. So why wouldn't you be an asshole? Huh?
I have a license to be an asshole.
Right.
Or they mad because they at work, just like when you at work. And if you answer the call center and they keep calling.
You hate that fucking job, right? You do be like that.
Thank you for calling Comcast, bitch.
Yo, fucking Comcast, man.
No, that's the worst soul draining.
No, Comcast was drain. I remember you was already there, and I was getting ready to work, and you was like, "Q, think about that shit, dog. Like, you sure you want to do that shit?"
I've never been.
And I did that shit too. I thought about your ass like, damn, he said it.
It is the most soul draining. I ain't never been in so soul draining.
And it's people that's been there for years though. Like I mean, I did it for 5 years.
No, my soul could. I was there with 18
I did it for 5.
My soul couldn't take it.
Yeah, it's
I can't take getting cussed out.
A little piece of your soul every day.
Every day, just rip.
I told people that shit. And on top of your soul getting ripped, they expect you to sell something. No. On top of all that.
I was just in customers earlier. You try to upsell me.
Try to upsell, yeah.
I mean, people call in, I'd be like, yo, what? If you just cool with me or your bill mess up, all right, I credit you. How much is it mess up? $48?
Right.
Thanks for having called Comcast. You have a great day.
Yeah.
You been in this miserable. Don't let a pay-per-view happen. I'm
right.
Myself.
Because somebody shit didn't work. It froze and shit, right?
Nah, but.
Nah, Comcast.
So it's different.
Yeah.
They got a good.
They hate their job. You hate your job, whatever.
They could have had a fight with his wife that day.
Yeah, life happens.
Still got to go to work.
Yeah.
And you just.
Yeah, just got to what it is.
Place, nigga, just call. There's been many cops who pulled you over. You got your ticket or they let you go. But you don't think about them.
No, you think about that.
Think about the good shit.
Yeah.
You want to think about how fucked up the bad things were. That's why bad news passed.
Yeah, way quicker.
Like we got on this interview and then we got in an argument. I smacked the shit out of you.
Oh, this shit be viral as hell. Right? Hell yeah.
Out of here, like yo, you get smacked mid interview.
Right.
He storms off. Come back, leave his phone, smack him again. You start crying and shit, interview crazy.
Right.
Numbers doing, you going crazy. Like,
you going viral and
shit.
You
see Marv and Q, dog? We on Sports Center, we on TMZ.
Yeah, niggas kick some game and shit, like some real life education and shit. They like,
with that shit,
right.
So.
Hell no. But yeah, I feel what you're saying though. To a degree, like at first I was like, I think that it probably is worse. But then again, I mean, we only been grown for so long, for real, where we even had to interact with police like that. So I guess it's like, how do you even know? Like when we was kids, we
interact the same way with police now as I did when I was 19 years old.
Yeah.
They want, here's my license, here's my, and now I can even be a little more because I know I'm clean, I know I'm legal.
Right,
like,
I ain't doing shit right.
I ain't sneak, like I'm passing 8 Mile, like.
Right. Back in the day, not so much.
Like, nigga, not going for 8 Mile at all.
Hell no, right.
But now I know I'm clean. So here's my life. So I know I ain't got no gun on me.
Right.
I know my plates ain't been in a robbery.
Right. So what is it? Was I speeding?
I gotta get. I can pay the $120.
Yeah,
Whatever. I can pay. All right, cool. I go to court.
Right.
Or now I don't even go. I send a lawyer to court. I don't even go to court.
Oh, for real? Okay, baller.
It's the same amount.
Same amount, really?
If they beat the ticket, I'm still paying $100. Now I just ain't gotta waste my time in court.
True that. Okay, I can't
And
do that.
when you send a lawyer, lawyers don't wait. Yeah. They go first.
Okay, right.
So I ain't gotta sit. Even if I do go out and meet my lawyer, I ain't gotta sit there.
Yeah.
He gonna get the ticket thrown out 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
So I'm still paying the money. I just don't have the points, and I ain't gotta wait.
Yeah, true that. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, a little game real quick and shit up.
Listen,
little game real quick.
We gotta stop being afraid of lawyers and accountants and masseuses.
Masseuses. No, how real is a masseuse? I've never actually had a professional massage.
Listen.
Yeah.
Like, cause I got all this
that nigga say listen.
A masseuse. Look, I got a team like LeBron.
Yeah.
I see a masseuse. I got a chiropractor.
Yeah.
I see this lady who do locking method. I do cryotherapy. Yo.
Cryotherapy too?
Yeah, I do all that shit.
That's the little freezer shit.
Yeah. Listen, people.
Take care of yourself.
You can go spend $200 on a pair of gym shoes. You can go buy a $400 shirt, but your back hurt. Your back hurt because your glutes or your hamstrings are tight.
Right.
But you would know that if you take that time and spend $40, $30 on Groupon for an hour massage, it'll change your life. You sit down all day in a chair, it weakens your back, your glutes, and your hams.
Yeah.
Go see a chiropractor. Click, you for like $1 million.
Yeah.
You sort
that same couple dollars you spent on some bullshit.
Dog.
Right, bullshit and partying and bullshit.
Listen, it's a whole other conversation, but listen.
Right.
The way gym shoes are made are killing your ankles, your joints, your glutes, and everything.
Yeah.
Whole other thing. But, yo, spend the money. Check yourself out. Maybe go to manicure and stuff for this month. And go see a chiropractor and a masseuse.
Yeah. Do that shit, huh?
Dude.
You live by that shit. I can see it in your eyes.
Dude.
That nigga like I'm telling. Groupon, $40.
Dude.
Work that shit out.
You do it one time, you can be like, what the fuck I've been missing?
Yeah, the whole time.
Like the first time you get a pet, nigga, how was I not doing this?
So how often do you go to get a massage?
At one point when I hurt myself, I was going like every other week.
Okay.
But I try to get in every month and a half for a massage.
Yeah. Okay.
I see the chiropractor as needed.
Yeah.
Like I do these things as needed, but I'm at least get 3 or 4 sessions per year at least.
Yeah. Okay.
But depending on, because when I'm injured, I don't take a lot of medicines and stuff.
Right.
So I want to because I know what the food does to healing. I know what water does.
Right.
I know how my body reacts to things, so I'm gonna go see a masseuse whether I'm out of alignment.
Right.
I'm gonna see the chiropractor. Like I literally feel when I'm off. Once you start going, once
you
they correct you once,
yeah.
You okay now? I know
you
how
know
I felt before
right.
I was fixed. So now I'm fixed. So you gonna start feeling.
I heard that. I don't know how true this is. I heard that once you go to the chiropractor, you gotta keep going. Because basically, I guess they get you to a point where you always try to get back to it. Like if it get out of place.
Maybe.
Is that not for you so much?
I go when I need it.
Yeah.
When I feel out of place.
Right.
But I'm a researcher on the body, like
right.
how I supposed to feel and what I know when I'm right. Like
yeah.
I know when I ain't had enough water.
Yeah.
I know when I've had too much salt. Like I'm very in tune with that shit.
Damn, for real.
I know when I haven't had vegetables and like I know.
Yeah.
So, good thing for y'all.
Mm.
If your body feeling weird, take 30 days. Take something that you normally eat out your diet. See how your body responds for 30 days. This is how you start finding your food tolerances and how shit affect your body.
Right.
Just do 30-day things, and you'll start like if you don't think you drink enough water, say to yourself you're gonna drink. Let's make it easy. Let's go 40 days, for 30 days.
Okay.
You don't even go to full gallon. 4 days. See how your body change. Just do it. If nothing changed in 30 days, you might be cool.
You might be cool.
But if you start
9
feeling
times out of 10, though, yeah.
your skin starts clearing up, your pee gets clearer.
Yeah.
You know, I
That shit real clear skin though.
I did that for about 6 months, taking things in and out of my diet.
Yeah.
Or like whenever I see stuff, like I get dry patches on my skin, I start feeling, let me start taking this out. Let me
figure out what's causing it.
Yeah, without going to the doctor. But take care of, all the shit we wear. Take care of the insides and outsides of your body. Like, people think it's crazy that LeBron spending all that money on his body.
Yeah.
But I don't spend nowhere near.
Just to be clear. Yeah.
I spend a good $500 to $1,000 a year.
Yeah.
On my body.
Right, for sure. Which is probably not nothing, like really, in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, but it's worth it.
Yeah, definitely worth it.
It's the way we eat, all that shit. I implore y'all, take 30 days, take something or try something new. I do random shit, like I do 30 days where I'm gonna do 100 push-ups a day. Yeah. I do 30 days where I'm gonna make sure I walk or run a mile a day. Yeah. It gets hard.
Right,
it's just random shit you don't think. It's just the consistency of saying I'm going to do something, rain, sleet, hell, or snow.
Right. I think that's a mental. It's a mental exercise too. Yeah, for sure.
But take care of your bodies. Nothing else. Tell you.
Say if nothing else.
You only get one.
Right.
And when you get older, you start feeling shit.
Right, most definitely.
Dude.
And old is not old for real.
No, it's
you
not.
You start feeling shit at 30.
Like I started feeling like I hurt my back 2 years ago. First real old nigga injury I had.
It's an old nigga injury.
Dog.
Yeah. That's something serious, huh?
Dog. I'm still healing from it 2 years later. So it was bad. But I ain't had to have no surgery. Thought I would.
Right. So
take care of me.
For sure.
I take care of me. But
on that note, dog, we gonna go ahead and wrap it up. But I wanna leave with one thing from you and shit that I want you to share with the people. Just something that, like a flashback sort of, like with all the shit that you know now, like through school, through life experiences, through having kids, you know what I'm saying, all of that type of shit. What would you say, like, to yourself, like maybe 15, like if you was able to meet yourself at 15 at this point, like what would you tell yourself, like right now, like from what you've learned through all those experiences?
Take every stupid risk you think about. Like, if you think you can do it, or you want to do it, go do it immediately. Don't even try to figure it out.
I say immediately.
Like, just go, because you can read 1,000 books on everything, you still won't get it all until you do it. Just do it. If you think, high school ain't for me and I want to play basketball and do shit, go to China and go overseas and play.
So go try it out.
I mean, you can always come back and get a degree, a high school diploma.
Yeah, that's definitely what you would say, huh? Fuck it, just go do it.
Whatever it is. Like, I wish I would have moved to California early.
Yeah.
I had talked about it for years. I wish I just would have left. Like,
thinking back on it though, you went on impulse.
When me and E was doing, Blackout and all that shit.
Yeah, shout out to my man E.
Dog, take all the risks before it become real risk. When you 15, 16, 18, 19,
it ain't real
shit
don't
mean nothing.
Yeah.
Fail. You know what make it better? Fail more.
Yeah. That's the only way you find your success.
Fail more. Like, keep jumping out the window. Don't listen to what your mama say. Don't listen to what your daddy say.
Right.
What society says. Keep failing, because you can always get a job.
Right. So you can always just get a job.
So fail.
Yeah. Fail more.
But don't fail because you ain't doing nothing.
Right.
Like, don't fail because you just...
Fail because you tried some shit you didn't get it right.
Like, try shit, because don't let nobody else put their fears on you. You will never make it as a comedian. You'll never be a basketball player. You'll redefine what you think. I got a homeboy named one of my frat brothers.
Okay.
He wanted to play basketball. He played at Eastern and quit. Mm-hmm. And then he ended up becoming a Harlem Globetrotter. He wasn't a dude who do all the dunk contests.
Oh, okay.
He lives a fantastic life.
Right.
Being a professional basketball player. Not in the NBA.
Right. Still a professional, though.
Professional. He does very well for himself.
Right. Doing what he loved to do.
Flat out. So it may not look like how you think it'll look like in the end, but I guarantee if you take a passion or what you think may be a passion and try it and it don't work out, so what? You may end up in another really great space because you don't know what you don't know and you won't learn it until you fail.
Damn, that's what's up. On that note, I think we'll end it with that and shit. We had a great conversation today, man. I want to thank everybody who checked us out. Marv, let them know where they can catch you on social media.
You can catch my business page, the McFly the Property Guy, on Instagram, Facebook, McFly the Property Guy. If you want to see the regular regular, just ignorant shit that I do.
Ignorant shit.
Like non-business stuff. I just opened up a regular Mr. .6 on Instagram. Ain't really much on there yet, but
okay.
But yeah, McFly the property guy for all things Detroit, all things you want to know about real estate and so-called gentrification and all the things that the city offer. McFly the property guy. You can always call me directly, 586-307-4289. I do consultations. I do drive-through the city to show you what's hot, what's a good areas to invest in. It is a cost, but all things in life sometimes that's great, at least with me. If I had to learn, you got to pay the fee.
Word. On that note, man, again, thank everybody for checking us out. Make sure you do check them out. Also, learn more about real estate. You say how much is the consultations?
For all E-Block fans, right now for 30 days, I'll give you $50 for 20 minutes. After that, $75 for 20 minutes.
Right, so $25 off by mentioning E-Block Radio. Of course, you can get that. And dog, I think it's needed. I think it's definitely needed. Education in any of these things that can push our culture and yourself, you know what I'm saying, forward, I think it's definitely necessary. And it's people in your own community right now who has the resources, who has the knowledge. We just got to tap into it. So on that note, dog, thanks again for checking out. This is straight from the E-Block Radio. Off the block, man. Exclusive interview with my man Marv McFly. Yeah, and of course it's your man Stud, our Stern. Q Lewis, man. Peace out, y'all. Oh, you stupid, dog.